Joker. I need to record a video. A slide. Damn it, that won't come up. Alright, what is going on, guys? Pablo's back again, and I want to talk about the new resurrections that seem to be on the way. Shout out to the boy Hiken for actually bringing this up. Now, keep in mind, stats and skills are not out. Keep that in mind. Speculation video. Alright, there's the disclaimer. So yeah, you'll see here, Hiken actually posted earlier in his in Hiken's corner. Kenny Retsu Yachiru models added for resurrection. No stats yet, which means also no skills yet. The stats... well, I mean, the stats are pretty basic. It's going to be resurrection stats, so like 80 spiritual pressure, 50, 60 attack. Is it an 80 attack and 60 spiritual pressure? I forget, to be honest. I honestly don't care because it's kind of just flat stats across the board. It pretty much puts them in line stat-wise with other characters that are currently being released at the time. However, the skills is going to be pretty much where it matters the most, and I do want to talk about that. Now, keep in mind, they do tend to cuck these not even 1,000-year builder resurrections, but resurrections just in general. Like, you'll see that where we didn't get guard break on Saja, we didn't get frenzy on Byakuya, and we also ended up getting follow-up on Shunsui, which I still don't think makes sense. I think if they gave Shunsui literally anything else, I probably would have been happier with it. But overall, at least Toshiro picked up Havoc. He didn't really pick up too much else aside from the Berserker 16% and damage to frozen enemies, which I still think is a useless skill. Without Disabler, I think it's useless. Alright, it is what it is. And then Shunsui picks up full stamina damage boost, which is actually really good. So I do want to talk about these other resurrections that are going to be coming out, and it looks like they're going to be coming out at the end of this month, which could potentially mean that for end of the month this month, we might end up actually picking up a new Kenny and Retsu. I honestly thought that with the way that it would be in line, I thought that Kenny Retsu would be 1,000-year builder or would be released at the end of December, because I feel like these characters were released 2017 and at the end of December. At the end of last year, like December 31st into January 1st of this year, we ended up picking up another Beyond Bankai Retsu Kenny. So I thought they were going to be going for that. However, it looks like they might actually be going for end of the month November, which would fall in line when the episodes... Am I allowed to talk about that? Fuck it. We're going to be seeing Kenny versus Retsu in the anime very shortly. And if that's the case, they could definitely want to go for a Kenny Retsu banner remake. I don't know if they're gonna go with Bankai Kenny, like into his little demon form. Can I switch to demon form? No, I can't switch to his demon form. But it would be really cool to see a new Kenpachi as well as a new Unohana Yachiru. They might do the demon form just so that way it's like, you know, a little bit more future-proof. But even if not, I don't really know how that's gonna... I don't know how it's gonna line up. Either way, Unohana Yachiru is definitely one of those characters that is definitely on everyone's radar for resurrection. A lot of people are hoping that Kenpachi picks up Sprinter, but either way, let's talk about these characters, right? So damage reduction 16%. This character has Flurry, no Bruiser. Back in the day, you didn't really need Bruiser. Flurry was already OP as is because we didn't have SP items, we didn't have fortification pills, holo baits. We didn't have a lot of these new accessories that honestly make a lot of these SP characters a lot more cracked than they actually they were back then. On top of that, guard break wasn't really as needed as it was now when it comes to NAD characters, because NAD characters were just so, in my opinion, dominant during that meta, especially if they had poise, especially if they had flurry, and especially if they had a damage reduction link, which is the reason that this character was so crazy. On top of that, this character had long reach and medic, so she was a team healer within a soul bomb that had insta-kill but also healed the entire party, which is pretty damn good. So honestly, when it comes to this character for her resurrection, what I would really like to see, if we can't get guard break, because obviously guard break would be top of the list, which I'll talk about the update for T20 skills at the end of this video, because otherwise it could just become a jumbled mess. I want to make a separate video, but we'll talk about it a little bit. I do expect this character to pick up hopefully normal attack damage, or perhaps maybe even something like Last Ditch. This character does have a Captain Killer, so she could end up getting something along the lines of no, what would they? I don't think they would ever do that. Never mind. I was gonna say, I'm like, that'd be cool if she picks up something for Guild Quest, but I don't really see them doing that. So honestly, if they just give this character like a bruiser 20% and a normal attack damage link of 16%, I think that should be fine. There's no point in oh, you know what, full stamina damage boost would be cool on this character too. You have so much damn healing. Obviously you're a NAD character and you don't really have too much protection, but full stamina damage boost on a character that has two heals sounds pretty good. Yeah, I could see like maybe normal attack damage 16% link and then giving her like a full stamina damage boost 20%. Make people a little bit more active when you play her. Still pretty good at autoing, but yeah, that's unfortunately all I think they're gonna do. I was hoping that the resurrection of Sajin would have brought a little bit more guiding light guiding light rays from the heaven to like shine upon Unohana Yachiru and all of her blood. But yeah, that's pretty much all my thoughts. Now Kenny, obviously I think that this character is just going to pick up strong attack recharge and a sprinter. If Caleb wants to be cheeky, and I don't know if they will be, because Caleb likes to, you know, shit the bed every now and then, right? I would really like to see this Kenny just get sprinter +2, but only in his Oni form. Like, give him sprinter, but in his Oni form, he picks up sprinter +2, and then give him strong attack recharge. I think that alone would be enough to make this character not OP, but like, alright, cool. If this character ends up picking up Havoc, if this character picks up like strong attack recharge, Havoc, and sprinter +1, I think that this character would actually be pretty good. Obviously, by today's standards, he's not going to be OP or meta, but I think that he would genuinely be pretty good. His strong attacks aren't even that bad. It's just that since he doesn't have Havoc, he doesn't have Sprinter, you can't really move around. His first strong attack, 475 into 475. I think this is like, what is this strong attack actually? Yeah, he has a unique first strong attack. Damn, I'm pretty sure this is a lunge into an explosion, but it's been such a long time. 575, this is another lunge, I believe. And then in his third strong attack is a standard full screen third strong attack. I love this character. I really do. I don't think that he's good, but just like the flavor of this character, just by flavor I mean, you know, the story elements that gets put into this character just to make this character who he is. Like, he definitely feels like you're playing like 1,000 Year Blood or Kenpachi, right? Or at least by that day's standards. I haven't played with him in a long ass time, but he was such a cool freaking character to see. So I'm really hoping that he ends up picking up some good stuff. I hope Caleb does him justice. He has 5 skills, which means that he could actually end up picking up quite a lot of stuff. I would like to see Havoc. I would like to see Sprinter, and I would really like to see some strong attack recharge. Other skills that they could potentially give him, maybe follow up if they want to throw in follow up. He doesn't have any status ailments. Full stamina damage boost would be crazy on him. I think that'd be great. And yeah, that's pretty much like the Kenpachi. I don't think they're gonna do anything. I think they might do more crazy stuff with this Kenny than they will the Retsu, because Retsu has 6 skills already. And all I can see them really adding on her is just maybe more damage multipliers. If they give her guard break, that'd be freaking awesome, but I just don't see it. Next, Unohana, little girl Yachiru. I think that she pretty much got the same treatment as Byakuya, but everyone gave more crap to Byakuya. Keep in mind that when Byakuya came out, the petition actually got the attention of the people over there at Caleb Game Station, and that's something that a lot of people don't really remember. So I'm really grateful that Aaron Yarrow actually put out an entire video about the history of the Byakuya scandal that Caleb, that I call it a scandal. It is what it is, but it's just there's a lot of, like, I don't even want to say emotions, but there's a lot of broken promises when it came to this resurrection. So I really was incredibly disappointed by Caleb. I was very disappointed by just the way they handle things. I think they're disgusting. Either way, little girl Yachiru, honestly, a Espada killer. She's a weird character. She has bombardment. She has weak in defense. She doesn't have Frenzy, she doesn't have Flurry. I think that what they should do is give her, like, change the Berserker to Frenzy, give her, like, you know what, don't get rid of her Berserker, keep the Berserker 40%. Give her Frenzy on top of that, And then if they can give her Havoc, that'd be cool. I don't know if they'll give Havoc to a character, but that's pretty much what I would like. Her soul trait is strong attack, recharge 14%. I hope she picks up full stamina damage boost. Yo, yeah, you know what? Screw it. Okay, give her full stamina damage boost, 16% for the soul trait, so that way we have a SAR 14 full stam 20%, full stam 16% for red. But then give her a frenzy, and if you want to give her Havoc, that'd be great. But like honestly, if this character just gets the full stamina damage boost, I'd be happy, because that's going to be one of the best links in the, in my opinion, that's one of the best links in the game. SAR 14, damn. I forget that she's a SAR 14 character, to be honest. But yeah, that's pretty much overall my thoughts when it comes down to these characters. I don't know what Caleb's going to do, to be honest. I was kind of really hoping that 1000 Year Blood Roar round 1 would have been a little more power crept, to be honest. Like, I mean, it is what it is. I'm glad that Byakuya picked up strong attack recharge, but didn't get Havoc, you know. I mean, didn't get Frenzy. Bro, it's so funny, because it's like, I'm so used to, oh, this character doesn't have Havoc, he's bad. That character doesn't have Havoc, he's bad. But he ain't even get Frenzy, bro. He ain't even get Frenzy. So the things that I was talking about when it comes to the T20 skills, Caleb did announce that they're going to be adding some more skills. Now, I do believe that Guard Break is probably one of the more obvious ones that they can add. They don't have any more status ailments and status resistances, so I definitely see something like that being a thing. But anyways, talked about the T20 skills, talked about the Kenny Retsu banner potentially being end of the month for November, talked about what else did I want to talk about? Talked about the T20 skills. Yeah, that's in and of itself is a whole other video, but that's pretty much my thought process. If Caleb does add Guard Break to T15, T20 skills, that's going to open the door to a lot of stuff. There's a lot of times where someone will T20 a character, they'll be like, oh, I gave him full stamina damage boost, what else should I give my NAD character? And there's not really much aside from like maybe stamina recovery, last ditch, or something like, you know, like little things that don't really matter unless you take damage or die. So if you get someone like Guard Break, that could open the doors to a ton of old NAD characters. Guard Break would save potentially every single NAD character that was either resurrected into Flurry characters like movie normal attack damage 25 movie Ichigo, right? Kisuke, the twins, Homura, Shizuku. You also have characters like Unohana Yachiru. You have characters like Sajin, 1000 Year Blood Roar Sajin. There's a lot of characters that even Halloween Yoruichi, her issue is that she doesn't have Flurry, so she's not killing very quickly, but then you don't have Guard Break either, so it's like now I have to waste a strong attack for that. So if they can do something along the lines of just put Guard Break in there, that'll open the doors to a ton of characters, including SP based characters. One thing that I noticed that a lot of people, you see, this is why I want to make it its own video. A lot of people fail to realize that spiritual pressure characters, their first strong attack hits 6 times, right? If you have to Guard Break the enemy, you're getting minus like 80-85% damage to 2 of those attacks. You're essentially getting your damage reduced by 33%. And then the same goes for NAD characters, except the NAD characters you're pretty much stranglehold and handcuffed until you get a strong attack. So yeah, that's my overall thoughts when it comes down to that. I'll make its own video separately.